Oh, he is the best-selling author of 29 novels, and he's appearing at Tampa Theater this weekend.
Yes, we are so excited to have Tampa Bay's own, I'm claiming you, Michael Connelly here to discuss this special event. Welcome.
Good to be claimed.
Yeah. So tell us about this event this weekend. It's taking a look back at one of the more popular novels and certainly the series, and then the popular movie starring Matthew McConaughey, who I love, The Lincoln Lawyer.
Yeah, I'm excited about seeing it on the big screen again. It's been, I think, 6 years since it came out.
I was going to say, when is the last time you've seen it?
About 6 years ago. You know, I have a pretty big ego, so if I'm flipping around on TV and I see it, I'll watch a little bit. But it's cool to see it on a big theater, and especially Tampa Theater. It's like such a great place.
So you're going to be introducing the film and then a Q&A after.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to talk about the Tampa connections to it.
And tell bawdy
some
tales about McConaughey.
Yeah.
Were you on set? Were you on set when there was?
Yeah, I was there a few times, and I researched the book that the movie's based on with a couple of Tampa attorneys, and so Matthew McConaughey said, "I know you're not a lawyer. You must have researched as a lawyer. I want to meet those lawyers," so I brought them out to Hollywood, and we were on the set a couple days.
Excellent. Now, we were talking earlier about when you write this book and you're engrossed in it. These are characters that you created, right? But then somebody else takes it and puts up on the film. Do you feel kind of helpless when somebody's making a movie out of your books? Do you cross your fingers that it's going to work?
You go through all that, but with Lincoln Lawyer, I had a sense that McConaughey would be a good Mickey Hauler well before he took the case.
Did you suggest it? Were you part
no,
of that
I mean, I'm not.
process at all,
I'm not really that big a deal with these people in Hollywood. But I actually gone to a movie called Tropic Thunder where he kind of plays a sleazy agent.
Yeah.
And I can still remember leaning over to my wife and saying he'd be a good Lincoln Lawyer. And then, like about a year later, I got a call from my agent, said, "Guess what? Matthew McConaughey wants to be Mickey Hauler." And I was like, I saw it right away. Other times you do say, "Oh my gosh, really? He wants to do this or that?" And you hope for the best.
And that movie was kind of the beginning of the McConaissance, as they call it, right?
Yeah.
McConaughey went from the rom-com guy, kind of goofy, and that was
kind of upped his game, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think
he has
he does, absolutely. But I remember on the set, the guy was so focused, and he told me about the next 4 or 5 movies he was going to make, and I could tell this was a plan, and it included the one that he eventually won an Oscar for. So he knew what he was doing.
Prep work for that, yeah. So I was asking you before we started, I want to know what Michael Connelly does for entertainment here in the Bay Area. Obviously, you're writing a lot. Do you enjoy reading other people's, like, what are you doing in your spare time? You know, are you a binge watcher on TV?
Oh, I definitely binge watch TV.
Crime shows?
Crime shows.
Okay.
I probably watch more crime shows than I read crime novels now because of what I do, you know, and it's hard to escape into that because it's what I do for a living. So on the reading front, I'm mostly nonfiction. But around Tampa Bay, I mean, I'm always drawn to Bayshore. I think walking on Bayshore is probably my favorite thing to do in this town.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Yeah. So that's Mickey Hauler, Lincoln Lawyer, and now your current book out, another Harry Bosch.
Right.
The Wrong Side of Goodbye. When you're switching between characters and even switching between like film, because the Harry Bosch series, you know, is it hard for you to switch? Are these different guys? Is it a different mindset?
No, I think all these stories and characters are kind of moving on the same plane. You know, they're all in contemporary Los Angeles, and they come in and out in stories. That's a Bosch book, but Mickey Hauler kind of comes in.
It's the universe. It's the Michael Connelly universe, right?
So I don't really feel like I'm switching. I'm just like looking at the same universe from a different angle.
Yeah. What's coming up for you?
What do we got? How often are you writing?
You're one a year. You crank out one a year.
This year, I'm trying to crank out 2. I made a mistake of telling my publisher I want to do 2 books, so I'm being held to that. Because I really wanted to come out with something new, and so I'm working on a book with a new character.
Ooh.
So
wow.
Nice.
Hopefully that will work out.
What's the learning process there with a new character? You get to learn. Do you dream about him? Do you wonder what he did?
That's actually a woman.
Flimsy collars.
No, I mean, it's funny. It is some kind of mystical process, and dreaming does help me write. It's so consuming when I'm writing that when I fall asleep, I carry it into sleep.
Do you have very vivid dreams? And
No, I probably do. I just don't remember them that
Okay.
well, but I often wake up with the next move. It's come to me in sleep. It's hard to explain, but it's pretty amazing.
Darn, we're getting the rap in our ear from our
can't.
producer.
I don't wanna
I
rap.
know,
I
I
don't
know
wanna
we
rap.
don't want to, but there's the details. Of course, February 19th, screening Q&A.
Bestsellers on the big screen. Go see Michael Connelly and the Lincoln Lawyer. There you go. I'll be there. Screening and Q&A. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Always
Thanks
a
for having
pleasure.
me.
Here today.
Thank you.
Come back anytime.
Okay.
Coming up next.